or Jeff. Yes.
Yes.
Tell me everything. You've been missing like, well, actually not 2 weeks, but just one class. You were planning to go to Peru and everything. So yeah, I want to know everything about it.
Okay, I will try
If you
to
remember,
best my.
yes.
I am a little sick, you know.
Really? Well, yeah, I heard that there's a lot of
I don't know
people
what is, but maybe a flu or something
like
like this, like
virus.
that. I don't
Okay.
know what is, but I all the time I need to cough.
Yes.
Cough. What is
Cough is
cough
like
when you're
in coughing the action as well, like
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you
All
got
the
the
time
cough.
I need yes, I get the cough. Yes. So that is so um how can I say I don't feel comfortable with that when try to speak, you know.
You have to have a glass of water or
So I we were with my partner in Peru the last week, and uh, I was talk I was as oh so my brain is not working today. I think
no,
so.
I think no, it's not that your
I
brain is not working. I think it's you're trying to make memory and back in time, and then that's why. I should ask you about this last week, not today.
yeah I try to the build the good sentence in past.
Ah, to build
Maybe that is my
a
problem.
sentences in past. Okay, let me change here.
Yeah, yes. I was in a meeting, and so I I was talk to the Peruvian guy,
Ah, you were talking. You
and
were
all the
like in the
time,
meeting.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, on exposition, you know, like in a speaker.
Okay.
So that was so uncomf un uncomf uncomfortable
Really?
because all the time, yeah, because all the time I got cough.
Oh, with the flu, you mean?
Yeah. So,
Like now, like now.
but like now, yes, but before was a little bad, little
Ah, it was
worse.
worse. Yes.
Yeah, it was. So, but the journey was really good because this man is really interested in our business.
Oof,
So I think we have a lot of opportunities in Peru.
that's true.
So we need to make a proposition to him
Proposal? A
about
proposal?
a propose. Yeah, a
Yes.
propose to him. What is the best opportunity opportunity for him and for us, and what is the the meaning of the business, you know. So we pretend to make a new um, company in Peru, Me Gusta Peru, and we have to registration the brands
To make the
also.
registration?
Yeah, we so after that, we believe that the best of business for everyone is share the no, increase share the balance. No, it's not
The what?
balance. I forgot the word.
Where do you want create a balance?
Benefit.
Oh, the gross margin also?
The benefit.
Okay.
No, gross margin is another thing, because it's the benefit is the final line in the balance.
Yes.
The gross margin? Margin is the first line in the balance.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about that.
After the cost.
After the cost,
so the
yeah.
So we need to share the benefits. So I am not sure what is the vocabulary in this case for when two company share the benefits or need to be a partnership.
Yes, I got your point. Like the
like
percentage. Yes, like
it's not like a fusion. It's another company with two companies.
Okay.
For make a one company, you know.
Yeah, it's like oh my God, yeah, we got that in the previous company I used to work. No, it's not a fusion. It's like a transition,
it's
maybe.
Not a fusion.
No, I know it's not a fusion. I got
because
your point.
we need to make another company.
Yeah.
So it's a new company.
Yes.
For for Peru. That is the idea, you know.
Yes.
But right now we need make some research how this the best made how can to do this business, you know. What is the best opportunity for us and for him and
for them
in Chile too. Yeah, because we want that guy maybe he can invest in Chile too, you know, in our company, in Me Gusta Chile. So maybe he in the future he will go to Chile.
He will come to Chile.
He will come.
Yeah.
He will come to Chile. Maybe he could invest in Chile too.
That's in a long term. That is like in a long term plan, maybe in more than 2 or 3 years, or not that long.
No. He is an interesting guy. So he want to start the business in 2024.
Okay.
For the next years. Yeah, because in Peru there are not too much products in this case for the plant-based industry. So maybe Me Gusta in Peru maybe we could become the first company in the country.
That's interesting. You're gonna be innovative, like an innovative company.
Yeah. For example, when we're there, the TK company invited some vegan persons, or I don't know, maybe I think they are influenced in social media.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they come to the meeting and they answered a lot of questions that they make to them. So in fact, they prove all our products. Prove it, yeah.
They tried it. Oh, they tried it. Remember that this is the first time, and you're talking
about
it. Yeah, they tried it. Mm.
They tried it. Yeah. So the result about that question on the that's pretty good. Pretty good. They like it so much, our product.
They had good comments about it.
Yes, exactly.
And what were the products they tried? The plant-based meat, the sausages, what products?
Yes, burgers, sausages, jam, what else? Meatballs.
Ah, right, the meatballs.
I don't know what is the name in English. Meat. Molida, no sé cómo se dice.
How do you say it?
Molida. Meat.
I don't even know the word in Spanish.
Carne molida, no sé cómo se dice.
Ah, gotcha, molida. It's like Trump meat. Look for
Trump
it.
meat?
Trump meat. Good?
Trump meat.
Yeah, let me go for it. Okay. Oh, so you got that. Would you got that? I didn't know that you got Trump meat. Sorry, got it in English. Let me send that to you. Ground meat. Let me send you both. It's like Trump. Yeah. Also, yeah, ground meat and meat. Ground and Trump.
Trump meat.
And also you can say beef. Ground meat or ground beef is okay. Means meat.
You can send it.
Send that.
You can write. Can you write?
Yes. Let me send you. And I'm gonna send you once we finish our class. I will send it to you. It's like ground beef or Trump meat. Here in our chat, I already sent it.
Ground beef, ground meat. Okay. Yeah.
And what for them was the best one that they said, oh, this is like the best, or just give the opinion?
They really like it. They really like the meatballs, the ground meat, and the sausages.
Remember, sausages.
Sausages. How can I pronounce that?
Yes, we have to start with that word. Everything. Sausages.
I need to.
Yes, you need to practice it. Let me see.
I need the phonetics.
Yeah.
I need to understand the phonetics.
Yeah. You got the word that is, let me look for it. I got this.
I know how can write. But
no, I got you. But you say that the phonetics is like the, for example, when you join the A with a U, like O. like so. And then
So,
ages,
yes,
like age, how old are you?
ages.
Then you say, yeah, it's like so yes. So yes.
So,
Yes.
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 So, yes.
Yeah. I got your point. I know how do
So,
you say
yes.
so yes. Phonetic. Yeah. Phonetic.
So, yes. So, so,
So
yes.
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 So yes.
So, yes. So, yes.
Let me
I
go
don't know
back.
what is really hard word to me.
It's a hard word for you, I know. How to pronounce sausages now. Let me show you.
So, yes. So, yes.
Let me share my screen now. Yeah, where are you? There you are. Let me share my screen to you and show you exactly how is.
Sometimes I feel I lost all my skill, my English skill.
Of course, if you don't just practice, I think that more than lose something, it's like you're not going to never forget how to drive. But if you practice it, it's different, you know? It's like driving. It's like a skill you have, you know? You just
But
don't forget about something because it's
I have my app, you know, when I try to speak with Elsa or I have two apps in fact.
really.
But yeah, I try to do my best, but I don't know. I feel frustrated sometimes.
No, yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. I think that, of course, you just have to know that maybe you just don't handle all the vocabulary. And in order to learn new words and get the fluency you want, it takes time. It's like we are not going to pretend to learn or new words or new vocabulary if you just don't practice or in terms of 6 months or 7 months, because all people are like different, you know. You got a base, you got the knowledge, but it takes time just to practice and learn new words and complement and also once you learn the new words, you have to start using and working with them, and then you're gonna see the advance. It's not like, okay, that's the word, and then, but this is like, I don't know, the other, uh, this is the other time when you are using the sausage word, and then you just don't remember or you just forgot because you need to practice it. And every single class I'm going to ask you about the same, you know? So don't feel like that because it's normal.
Yeah, I know that is normal. Actually, I was talking to this guy, this businessman, and he also is learning English too. So I remember I say to him that is completely insane because, for example, when you are a child, you need to maybe 7 or 8 years to learn to talk and write and learn vocabulary, and maybe 10 years. It's not really for if you want to use the language in the right way, you know, writing,
With all the
speaking,
skills.
or yeah, yes, it's so hard. It's not easy. But sometimes I I feel I don't have the enough time to if I want to learn in the right way. You know what I mean? So, what is the best way, or the best way for me in my time, my case, for study English? What is the really
The secrets.
the secret? You know, yeah. But for me, you know,
Yeah, I got
because
your point. You're a busy man. Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah. I think that you have an advantage, and I think more than thinking what is the best way in your case, I think you got an advantage, and you have to take that advantage. That is that you already lived in a place where the only language to speak is English, you know. Yeah, I think it takes time, but if you ask me, for me, it's not like a secret, like I'm telling you. You can see an advance of a student due to my experience in 3 months, and other ones it's like maybe 2 years or 2 years and a half, and the difference will be the time, how often the student get connect with the English at the end. And once you start dreaming in English is when you reach your goal, you know. And also the need you got, because there are a lot of different needs. I got the need to I got the need to learn English due to my work or due to my professional, desire that I want to, a compliment that I need to have to my resume. So other ones are like, okay, I'm going to receive more money. So they want to receive that money. So in your case, if you ask me, I think that you have to have everything in English. It's like if you want to watch a movie for the first time, yeah, my advice will be like the subtitles maybe, but in English. Everything around you have to be in English, and then you're gonna get familiar to it. And there are sometimes now, if you ask me about your advance, for example, there are some words that you are like, you try to say it and then you're thinking, and then you are remember that I already corrected to you, and then you are say it like in the correct way. So for me that's an advance, and it takes time. So if you ask me about the secret or what is the way, I always said to you, it's like everything in English, everything. But it's the first time I'm gonna watch the movie and I'm not going to understand anything. Maybe it's because you are blocking yourself somehow.
No,
But in
but
terms of,
I think I really understand almost the when people talk to me, or when I listen some podcast in English, or where everything that I consume. In social media, for example, I follow a lot of comedian in English.
comedian
So
ones.
yeah. So I got it. I understand everything when someone is speaking. Maybe there exists some words I don't know, but I try to looking for that words, and but the problem is when I try to speak, that is that is it. Because
That's
when
the
I that when I practice my lecture, for example, I reading the reading, I got it, the ideas. I understand almost the meaning. There are a lot of words that I don't know, but it's normal, in Spanish is the same sometimes. Yeah. So the problem is when all the time when try to speak.
it takes
I don't
time. Yeah,
know. Yeah,
it's
it
a matter
takes
of
time, but
practicing.
what is the right time for me? I don't know.
Practicing.
Try.
I can send you. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can send you like readings. Also, I got a lot of material from IELTS test, and then you have to, of course, sometimes they ask you to write it down, like you said. Okay, read this paragraph and get the main idea, for example, and the main idea. But at the moment you have to explain it is when you just block somehow. So I think you know the vocabulary, and when you just don't know, you just ask about it. But because like you said, maybe in Spanish we just don't know all the words, and it happens the same in English, but it takes practice. It's like speaking like this, maybe 1 hour only speaking about life and everything, and then you are like, okay, I don't know how to say this, or because I can see in advance when you are like speaking about specific topics. I can ask you like today about your trip and everything, and you have to work with verbs in past, and that's the idea. I think that it's matter of practice. I can send you short paragraph or short these are like articles, and then you can get the idea, and maybe for our next class we can discuss and talk about that topic. Also from Nigeria I have a lot of material too, but the idea is, in order to get the fluency you want, Ian, it takes a lot of practice. If you ask me, it's not only analyze the phonetic and the sound and how it works, the grammar part, because you got something. You mentioned it at the beginning of your explanation. It was like you're saying, I understand the most of, and I know you understand the most, and also everything what I'm saying, what is coming from a book or from an article. But at the moment you have to explain your own words, that's the thing. Don't you think? Yeah, and
Yeah.
it happens here. If you ask me, I've been teaching English here in Chile for 4 years. Yeah, since I got here, and for me was like unbelievable. If you ask me, why unbelievable and hard to understand how a person can understand the language but can speak. Of course, now I understand why is that, because in where the country I'm coming from, it's like you got all the package, maybe you're not so good at speaking, but at the same time you're not so good at listening to it. It's like the same level for everything.
But I am thinking about it, because, for example, the pronunciation is completely different in Spanish, and the Chilean people, we have a lot of problem with the Spanish pronunciation.
By the way,
we are famous in around the world. I was watching some videos about that, or Spanish people, or different part of the world say the Chilean people, the accent of the Chilean people is really, really, really uncomprehensible.
understandable, yeah.
Yeah. For example, I remember when in the present simple you need to put on is final of for the third person. You need to add the s, but Chilean people don't pronounce the s in Spanish.
Nobody pronounced that actually.
So
Yeah,
but in English,
it's different.
the pronunciation for the English person is completely different, because you need to the phonetics is something special.
Yeah.
With the I remember some guy explaining about the past simple, when you need to add a id, and you need to pronounce t.
Okay, yes, okay.
Yeah.
But it depends, because also you got some like took,
Yeah, it depends.
like ID. It depends on it.
Because the English words, maybe, or the verbs of English, there exist maybe 5 or 10 exception of the rule. So that is insane. It's insane. What is the rule if if there exist a lot of exception? It's not, that does not make sense.
Yeah, it's like you are like going deep in. I'm gonna see if I had that also. There's British Council Phonetic is the app. I'm going to send it to you. Let me see if I have here like the link. And this is
you know,
British Council. And also you got there like everything, and I got your point. Phonetic.
you know, my new app, my new app, the name is Elsa. Elsa is a artificial intelligence.
Yes, yes.
She told me to me. She told me so. Uh, when there are a lot of exercise
Mm-hmm.
when when you need to speak with her. I don't know if her they are what for me. Artificial intelligence is like a transgender. Yeah, you know, because what is the artificial intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
So the practice is you need to answer the question that
They
that
are giving to you.
she or they ask. Yes. So yeah, every day you need to practice with the app, and
Mm-hmm.
there
Show
are a
me. I
lot of
want to
words.
see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Show me,
Yeah, yeah.
please. And
For
tell me.
example,
Mm-hmm.
the first exercise is the vocabulary, and you
Mm-hmm.
need to practice the pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see.
Yes. Yes. Good.
So
You have to record.
under the word or
Mhm.
down
You got the phonetic
uh,
pronunciation. Yeah. You
yeah,
know,
you
we
got the
have that in
phonetic
Spanish too,
pronunciation.
right? If you go to
Sorry.
a dictionary, you're gonna find these signs. It's like an A with an
In
E.
English,
No,
English
Spanish.
dictionary.
In Spanish, also in English.
You know.
Yes.
Mm.
And you are like, are you kidding me? It's like, of course, it's like, um, and when you are explaining, because I already teach Spanish to, of course, an American and an Italian woman. And for me, it was hard, you know. I think that's a challenge when you're trying to teach somebody Spanish. You know, also all the tenses, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to deal with it because that kind of
For
signs has
example,
something.
I remember. I don't know how can recognize the difference in Spanish way.
Mm-hmm.
The letter B or B flat or
Yeah.
W
You know how?
or B.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
this.
don't know
It's
what
like
the
B.
difference.
Yeah, for us it's easy. It's like B or like V. La V mental or la.
Yeah,
Look, this is something.
I understand that it's a difference in the when you close your mouth or your limbs.
You
Yeah,
have a
I
special
understand,
way.
but I forgot I forgot all the time what the difference. Like
The difference is.
the pronunciation of the this famous word beach or beach.
Ah, yeah. Because it has a like a lawn, beach, or beach. That's totally different with a T. Look,
Yeah.
I'm sharing my screen and I'm going to send you the link, Ian. I think it's gonna be helpful for you. You click on that oral, sorry, and then you can see I or sit, like an grid, like a tree, you know, only the phonetic part, because also it's not going to be like also you got in English like the DC, like like this one, D with a Z, like this, but it depends on the word. So you can just click on the narrow, and then you can see the words that are spelling that way.
Okay. Right now, you know, we have an employee.
Okay.
They come back to the United States, and he can speak English very well. But when we were talking, he speaks so very well and so fast. When say something, but I don't know. I feel stuck, and
You
so
feel
yeah, I couldn't answer anything in English. You know, I
because
don't
he
know
speaks
why.
really
Maybe
fast.
because I was working in other things. Uh, right now, I have a lot of ideas in my mind with different projects. You know, in here in my land, with my parents. I started in a new company too. We have a different project in Begusta, in Chile, and right now in Peru too. So you know, I have a lot of ideas in my mind. So sometimes it's difficult to me try to express my idea in English in the
So people know about it, you mean?
no, I mean in the normal days when I working in something. Sometimes I have idea to speak my partner in English because he wants to speak English too. So I don't know. It's not natural for me. I need to focus in my English skill if I want to express my ideas in English. Pero, sorry.
Don't worry. Why
You
don't
know?
you start by, yeah, gotcha. Why don't you start like maybe that's a good exercise. I think in this case, it's like an emergency because you have to start writing down. For example, I can give you an example. I used to have classes with a Chilean man. He's from Navy, you know, and every year on these Navy holidays, he has to give a speech, you know, and besides he knows English and everything, for that specific time, we have to work on that speech, you know. He has to, of course, write it down what he thinks or what he believes he was trying to, you know, to give in that message, in that speech. And then we have to got together and discuss about it, you know. Okay, I'm trying to say this, and of course there are some new vocabulary in my case, you know, because he was telling to the nation, you know, all the Chilean people, and has a lot of history. So I think when you got the idea, Ian, you have to write it down. That's a good exercise too. Start thinking only in English, and only not to sound like interesting, only to people get the information you want to transmit. So my advice to you in this case is like to organize your ideas. If for you works the best, like do it in Spanish and then into English, good. But for me, if you ask me, the best thing is do it right away in English, and then we can discuss about it. Okay, here you're trying to say this, what we can add, or maybe to make it shorter, or, you know, and then you start thinking and organizing ideas. Because once you are like organizing all the ideas, the fluency is coming out, but only by practices in this way. If it makes you feel, I know maybe you just, for you it's like, oh, it's boring to write it down. Yeah, but when you write it down, you got the chance to mark, or just erase the part you just, for you doesn't sound so good, or and then leave it there because maybe you are wrong and it works somehow, but you have to write it down. It's not that maybe it's different, in a leisure conversation is because you have to start doing since you got early in the morning to your company, or when you are coming to the company and your partner is in there and you force yourself to speak English that day. Okay, today is Tuesday, let's plan that today or all the Tuesday from, I don't know, from 9 to 11 or the entire morning, we are going to try to speak only in English, because that's a lot of people and family do. If you are going and living abroad, the requirement is like, okay, you're gonna speak Spanish here in the house, but outdoor you have to speak the language you are like living in. Even though you're saying that Chilean people doesn't pronounce good so well the words, and they aren't so good. If you ask me, for me it was hard at the beginning to understand some people, not all of them. And I asked them, it's not like I asked them, can you repeat that again? Because also for me, it's like, I don't know, but it's like 2.0, the speed of like WhatsApp, it's like you're speaking so fast and it's Spanish. So I think it's like according to that, to your what you want to practice. So it will be good if you just don't practice 1 hour like you were doing with me. It takes more time if you're listening to it, because it's like you said, yeah, I understand, I'm listening to everything, podcast and everything, but maybe, Ian, you want to, okay, you finish watch the podcast and then you are going to see, okay, what I get from from the podcast. I got these ideas, for example, and then you organize your ideas and trying to explain according to that, because it's like you said, yeah, no, understand everything. Okay, explain me. Explain me in your own words what you got from the podcast, for example. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? Try it in that way. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, I
great.
got it. I got it
I
because
think it will be great.
in the Spanish way, I all the time I do the same. I read some books. I listen different podcasts, and after that I go to my friends and try to explain everything. It's my method to learn something. When I read a book, after that I take my time in and start to talk to my friends or my employees or everyone that it's my method to learn something. I think that for my time because I don't have a lot of time to for study,
For
because
studying.
sometimes yeah, because sometimes I have a short time, but uh, I, I am really tired too. So in my case, I try to wake up early in the morning, and I I the first thing I do is take my phone and open the app and read on you know After that, I try to do some exercise for maintain with energy,
Yes, active.
um yeah. Active. um so sorry. After
Don't worry.
that, I used to go into my job. My day so pretty hard all the time because it's a lot of of information that I need to handle every day. And after my job, uh, I come back to my home. But in Santiago, I am alone. Sometimes I have another meetings, maybe after job, after work, or I need to cook or cleaning the house, because I am alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I sometimes when I am alone, I try to do that you sent to me, that I start to thinking in English, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, I start to talk with me, you know,
Mm-hmm. With yourself,
in
that's
English,
good. Yes.
with myself. Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
crazy, and I do the same. Don't worry.
yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you, you know. My husband sometimes listening to me that I'm expressing myself in English, but when I used to have an annoying woman boss. Oh, she was so mean, you know. I remember, yeah, when I was coming home, I started crying, whatever. And my husband said, and I said, I just want to cry, you know. And then when I was talking to myself, I was expressing myself, trying to organizing my ideas in order to let her know what I was want to say it, you know, for real, because I didn't have the will to let her know what I was feeling, you know. I was saying, oh my God, how come this woman could be so bad? But in that way, I was like, do you know what? And then I was speaking in English, and that's the idea, Ian. So what we can do here, for example, or sometimes when I have to defend something, I have to organize the idea. And what we can do, for example, in your case, yes, is like plan your presentation of your, I don't know, or maybe what you want to give in order to launch your products, for example, in Peru. How can we do that, but in English, for example? How can you explain about this
Okay.
process? What are the expectations? Because I used to work with this guy I told you from Wania Foods in the same way. We were going to banks and he has to explain me, hey, here is the centrifuge process. And I was like, what? The centrifuge? What? And I think it's because
You
you need
know,
the vocabulary. Tell me.
I miss it. Yeah,
Yes. Mm.
miss. Yeah, right, right. Because when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
I used to write my ideas, poems, histories, stories. You know, but
Yes.
when the time you forgot to do that,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you don't have the time for. But in my case right now, I need to uh, make restructure my company. So
Mm-hmm.
the planning is uh, completely necessary. So write ideas. What is
Mm-hmm.
the value of the company?
Mm-hmm.
What is the recognition? What is the idea that you can express for everyone recognize to you
Mm-hmm.
in the market? What
Mm-hmm.
is the strategy for the marketing? What is the value that you want to express to the audience in the social media? So that kind of thing is completely necessary when you are making a business. It's complicated because is every single company is uh, an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because doesn't exist on a company. It's not a real person, but you think in this company like that is a real person, you know, because that
Yeah.
is so how can person what kind of person is Begusta, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes. Yes.
for what is the relationship with another person that we have to do
Mm-hmm.
who we want. Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, so that is all the time it's ideas. Yesterday I remember I was in bed with my son, talk to him about ideas or around the world. So he asked to me a lot of questions about why people say that, why the world of the adult is so complicated. So I try to explain why living in the complicated world, you know, because for the Chinese, I don't know, we want to live with a free will. We maybe we can't to do that we want, but in the real world that's not it's not
what we apply.
happens.
It's not what we apply.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's growing. Maybe so. In this case, my oldest child is I told you is so intelligent. So he have a lot of question about the world, because all the time. In fact, I have the ultimate book he finished.
Which one is it? Oh yes, my twins
the
read
classic.
it too.
The classic.
The classic one, yeah.
So after they read the book, he have a lot of questions.
Yeah. Yes.
So I try to explain the word is complicated. No.
For a child, even.
Yeah, but you know, my conclusion about this topic, for example, is we live in a society. You know, the society is in a complex connection. The ideas, sharing all the time different works together. So for that kind of relation, we need to a specific knowledge about the different job or I don't know, the profession. So the distribution of the work is I can say that the distribution of work.
Yes. How do you handle this distribution? Yeah, how distribute that?
So that is I think for me that is the meaning why the society is complex, because we depend together. I depend of my
we depend
neighbor.
on each other. Yeah, we depend on each other.
Yes, we depend each other.
Yes, each other. We depend on each other.
That is a complex, because if my neighbor is not to do his part, we have a problem. Yeah, we have a problem, you know. That is the complex. So for we know it. The human being, we are procrastinate for the for the nature for nature.
As human beings, we are procrastinating because it's in our nature. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So we need the government, the authority, for obligate to us Yeah, with for the force to do your job, your follow the rules, make your job, because we are not I don't know that word. How can I say virtuoso? Virtud?
Virtuosos? No idea. Virtuosos? What were you trying to say? Virtuosos?
Well behavior? Maybe well behavior?
Like well-being, you mean? I don't know.
Well behavior?
When you just, what are you trying to say? Like a synonymous, please. Or virtuoso. Virtuoso, when you just are
well behavior? We are not well behavior for nature.
Oh, okay. When you are honest,
is the right,
got the values. When you are a person with values, you mean?
Yeah. yeah.
Okay.
Why I say that? I like it, the anarchists, you know?
Yeah.
Like a system, a political system. I like it, the anarchists. But
virtuous. You can say virtuous.
Virtuous.
Yeah, you can say it.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
Oh, the microphone is a lot annoying in your ear.
No, actually, because I'm not wearing headphones, so don't worry.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
I hate my cough.
But do you know what? I think you have to get some special medicine, because it's not this kind of cough is you have to treat it because you got something stuck in your chest that need to get out of there. And it's different when it's a and you know that it's coming out. But in this case, that is like dry, is you have to drink something. We have a special, I don't know, but in here you just nebulize yourself a couple of times and that's all. But only like 2 days, no more than that, because here with the medicines, people is crazy.
I thinking that my medicine is go to far away, climb the mountain and
go to the mountain. No. Actually, you have to.
And screen.
Okay, but maybe after you nebulize yourself, you can go and do that.
Actually, my kids
are the same.
Are the same.
Yeah. It's a virus then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's time that you go and have some water. Yeah, I think that we're good with the time. Sorry, I was asking you about tomorrow. Remember, we have another class that is pending, and you told me that don't worry, we can have it on Sunday. My children have activities, but from 10:30. So for me, it's normal to getting up really, like not earlier, but early on Sunday. So tell me what for you could be the best time so we can have the class.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
You know, I thought that was the last Sunday, you know?
Yes, and I was completely disconnect.
Yeah. How many classes we
had? That's a good question. I'm gonna check the mails I'm sent to Jeff with our classes, with the recording. So yeah, we'll let you know, but I think maybe 5 or 6, probably. I'm not sure. Let me check.
When Jeff passed to you my class, he sent to me the
register.
the register. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it was 9 or 10 class. So I don't know what how many class
If this is
we
over.
we have we have.
Yes, I got your point. Let me look for it. Let me see. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Mhm. Let me see. Because he already sent that to me.
I have an idea for my employees. Maybe I need to invite it to him to lunch every day.
Every day?
Yeah, because it's in the in the factory, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can share our lunch.
Oh, that's your point. Okay. Good. And you can have lunch together. Let me look for
Yeah.
yeah, let me look for the, because I know Jeff sent me your, I don't know, I'm gonna look for the WhatsApp maybe. So, Jen, yeah.
What about the English coffee? You know, if Jeff, we are continue the company.
Yes, he's working now. He has a lot of projects, but he's like with the. I told you he got this project from that is a huge project. I think it's 2 or 3 months, and the government he give him the money so he can give the possibility of companies uh, teach to their
He
co-workers.
won
Yes, yes,
a project. He won
yes, yes,
really.
yes. For a private, and he's working with a private company now. Of course.
I know it.
Yeah, but yes, Coffee English is still on.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna check that to see how many classes do we have left, or we already finished, and then I will let you know. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Good
Perfect.
then. Okay, Ian. Keep in touch.
Have a good rest of weekend.
You too, and drink water.
Yes, I knew it.
Bye. Take care.
Bye bye. Take care too.